Okay, guys. So this video is going to be about how to use numbers. So you should have opened up a new numbers document, and it usually starts off looking something like this. Now notice that let me change that. I've already made columns for velocity and for EK. So these are both things that you should have written down in your data table on your graph or on your paper already, and you're just going to copy them straight in here. And so my velocity, I started off high and then I went low. You're going to do it in the opposite way. So your small numbers will be up top, your big numbers will be on bottom, and really it doesn't matter that much either way. But when you do this, just to go ahead and make it look nice, you can go ahead and you can delete any extra here. So we can actually highlight. So I like to get rid of some of these. Come on now. Highlight them, two-finger click, and you can delete extra columns. And then you can highlight, do a two-finger click, and you can delete selected rows. Okay, so now I've got this thing is cut down a lot. Look, I'll even get rid of this. We'll delete that one. Okay, so now I've just got my data. Now what I want to do is I want to highlight all of my data, and then I'm going to click on Chart. Okay. Now, see down here, this is scatter plot. What we use all the time is this one down here, this scatter plot. So we want to click on that right there. And look, now I've got a chart that's set up with my data. Now, what we want to see here is we want to see what type of line fits this. And now, mine doesn't look great because I didn't do any lower velocities. If I were to try and get a really small velocity. See how my smallest velocity is 0.8658. I'm going to recommend that you guys try and do a small velocity. So try and do like a 1 centimeter or a 2 centimeter height and get yourself a small velocity, and this will be easier to see. But ultimately what we want to do, so when we click on the graph, I'm going to come over here, and yours will be set on chart. Okay, so make sure you're set on format here. And there's a whole bunch of different chart options. I'm not that worried about your chart options. I want you to go to series. And if we go all the way down in series here, I want to put a trend line on. Now, typically you guys have done linear trend lines. So see, if I put the linear trend line on, that's my linear fit. Well, it's kind of okay. I've got a dot above, dot below, dot below, dot above again. I think there's a better kind of trend line we can do though. So we're going to choose polynomial trend line. And look at that. That fits it perfect right through the middle of everything. And so I want you to leave that trend line on, and I want you to go ahead and print this off for me. So I want to see your data, and I want to see your trend line. So we should be able to go File, Print, and look at that. It all fits nicely on one page. Make sure that it all fits on one page. And then you can click print right down here. And hopefully, yep, there you go. Pops up the print box. And you can go ahead and send one member of your group to go get that to staple to your group sheet. Okay, that's all we got.